Oh, I'm live. How you going? Just a sec. Still learning this business over and over again. Making it difficult for myself. G'day guys, welcome back. It's Pierre, Simple Homebrew. It's a live stream. You're a bit dark there. Now you can see me. I'm doing an all-grain beer, as you might actually know. Good on you, Brian's Casual Cosplay. He's just started a brew himself, so good on you, mate, for joining us. Sorry to the person who has been waiting, or the people who have been waiting. I started the stream thinking it wasn't going to start. I had to basically stop it because it was at the wrong time. And of course I stuffed up, like usual, I stuffed up. Anyway, today what I'm doing is a KegLand all-grain beer. I've already set up my grandfather. I've already set up my sparge water, put all the salts in, Camden tablet, got it all cleaned out, ready to go for a all-grain beer. And it's probably going to go for about a couple of hours maybe. Hopefully you guys can hang around. I'm going to have a few beers. May get a visitor, maybe not, I don't know. We'll soon find out. I hope you guys can hear me really well. If you can, let me know. If you can't, let me know. I'm pretty sure it's working okay. So what I'm doing is this. Can you see it? It's a red leader, red rye IPA. Lots of grains in it. I got it from KegLand. It was fairly expensive. If I made it myself or put it together myself, it probably would have been a lot cheaper. Next time I will, because that is what I should be doing. Yeah, I was a bit surprised actually when I did it and found the price and went, oh, hell, that's expensive. Anyway, thanks, Brian. Brian's Casual Cosplay. He says I'll come through crystal clear. That's awesome. Always happy to have the audio right. I've been working on it all morning. OBS had actually, I'm using OBS, free streaming software. They did an update and it changed everything, so I had to go re-enter everything back in and try to get it all working again. And I hope that everything is working. I've got different settings. Basically, I'll make a clip then. I've got all three cams running at the moment. I've got three cameras, as you can see here. Pretty much covering every aspect. I've got my grain system, my grandfather. I've got a whole room ready to go, so hopefully you guys can see everything I'm doing when I go on a bit of a walk somewhere, or if I have to leave for a pee or something like that. Anyway, hang on. I've got to have a beer. Cheers. Oh, that's good. Homemade. This is, what is this? This is, I think it's a Cooper's. It's really, really clean, really, really tasty, nice. I haven't done a review on this yet. It's very, very well made. It's good beer. I've got a full keg of it, so I've got to get rid of it. Anyway, this red IPA is part of I had a competition, I believe, through KegLand, through, what do they call it? I was reading about it before. Here it is. It says Golden Givers Program. The Golden Givers Program, a program initiative started by Lullamed and KegLand to support the BJCF. Approved competition prize winners to share their recipe and expertise with other brewers. These recipes assist other Australian brewers to choose tried and proven recipes. It's award winning, so I hope I do it justice. Struggled a bit. I had to put all the information into Grainfather, and you know, Grandfather's a little bit different than Brewfather, but it seems to be okay. So Grandfather's already told me that it's ready for me to add the grain. And I'll just show you something. Something I've never considered before is things from brew companies like KegLand. They're a big company now. They're growing bigger all the time, and you think, you know, presentation's great. I've gotten all grains from, was it More Beer Co? Something like that? More Beer Co? Something like that. And it's presented well. Bagged in a bag, nice and tightly. Everything's put in a nice neat area, and you can see everything you need. This is, not saying it's a bad thing, I just think if you're going to grow as a company, help us brewers out and package them in a box that fits the gear, as well as put things where we can find them. I didn't think, no offense, these guys are great. They've got a lot of good products, but just a little bit of presentation would be a good way to go. So these are all the hops. So I know I'm whinging, I'm not meant to be whinging, it's just a basic thing. So they've given, well, actually what they've done right, this is what I'm going to talk about, is last time I bought something from these guys, they gave me 100 grams of hops and I only needed 20 grams, and that was how they were putting them out. Now they're throwing out these, pardon me, 25 gram packets of different hops, and look at them all. This is what's going in. This is huge. All these hops are going in. Lost a lot of it, about 200 grams of it is dry hopping. So that's them. Simcoe and where is it? Simcoe and Galaxy. Simcoe and Galaxy is going in. I thought it was Mosaic amongst that too, but it's not. Simcoe and Galaxy. So they're going in a fair bit at the start, or a few at the start. There's another one. We've also got, now I couldn't find the yeast. It's Cavaic yeast, and I wondered, where is the yeast? It was actually underneath a flap in the box, so that's what I mean. We could have missed that, and that would have been a big problem. So here we go. This is the bag of pre-milled grains ready to go in. There's a lot here, absolutely a lot here. I think it's 6.3 kilograms, which is a lot of grains, I can tell you. You can smell it coming through too. I'm going to pour that in a sec, and we're using Cavaic ale yeast. Can you read that? It's a bit dark. There we go. Try and brighten her up a bit. I've never used Cavaic. It's meant to be fermented at 35 degrees Celsius. So I've got a fermentation fridge over here. I think I can get the temperature up to 35, but really, should I? 35 degrees Celsius for 4 days it's going to stay at. It is going to go wild. I've never done it before. So we shall try, shall we? Okay. Alright, I'll switch you guys over to oh yeah, no overheads. The overhead. Sorry guys. There you go. You can see my grandfather, my beer here. I'll just put that out over near my computer. I'm going to add the grains. So first thing is first, I'll grab my metal spoon, which I've been using all day when I'm putting the salts in. The pH I think was 5.4. If you guys can understand where I'm coming from there. The pH 5.4. Use a heap of salts to get it that way. What I'm going to do with this one is I'm actually going to cut this end off to help me pour it. So there's my water. That water has no chlorine in it. I've done a fair bit of work trying to keep the chlorine out. I'll grab the scissors wherever they are. Everything was right in front of me a minute ago. But I had a problem, as you guys probably noticed, you've been waiting for my stream. Oh, Finroo, mate, welcome. Good to see you. You're an inspiration, mate. Cheers. Where's my scissors? Oh, no scissors. I'm going to tear it open then. All right. Here we go. Now, obviously, pour it in. No clumps. There we go. I'll probably use this video as a recording for a future video that I'll upload on YouTube as a small sort of all grain video, probably a 20-minute video rather than the 5 hours or 4 hours it takes to do this. Spoon. Give that a bit of a stir. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing here. Yeah, you can. Good stuff. Now the temperature of the water is 75 degrees Celsius. And I've been able to do my brews pretty easily with this. It works really well. I find grandfather does work well. I did put 21 litres of water in there, and I feel maybe it's a little bit too much, too little. I don't know. It's looking alright already so far. Whoop, it's going to clump. Whoop, there we go. We've got some dough balls going on here. Hang on. There we go, they got it. Looking alright. No dough balls so far. Just got a little bit more to put in. It's actually not bad. I thought it would be pretty bad, but it's actually quite good. Alright, I've got a couple of little things I've got to do too. It's a bit different than I usually do here. Now, I haven't brewed an all grain for quite some time. I did a dolly, which is another story. Some of you who watched the channel probably knew that, or saw me do a Mountain Culture Beer Co. gave me a brew kit once, because they were doing a competition, had one left over, and said, here, you're a good channel, have a kit and brew it and, you know, help promote our cause. And I did, and it came out bloody awesome. It was one of the best beers I've ever ate ever tasted. But now I did it the second time, getting all my grains, and I did some alternative grains from our local shop which didn't have what I needed, and I just thought it would be alright. Anyway, it didn't taste too bad. It was a bit bitter. I had to wait for the hot bitterness to settle. That's pretty good. And the issue was, I'll give you back to my my original. Oh yeah, there we go. You can see again. The issue was no rice hulls with that. I think there is. Sorry guys. Sean M just said no rice hulls with that. That's. I would say that's a question. I think they do put rice hulls in it. In the ingredients, there is what rice hulls. I might actually put. I might put some in. Thank you. I'll put in a couple of containers full just to keep the grains separated. Keep them separated. Yeah, I got rice hulls. There you go. You guys can't see what I'm doing there, hang on. I'll just throw these rice hulls in. I probably should have put them in, mixed it with it beforehand. This should work out well. Rice hulls will just help separate the grains and the muck, because it looked like it had a bit of oats in it as well. I didn't read any oats, but there's a fair bit of grain there. So the rice hulls will help it separate and keep it from clumping up, hopefully, and settling too far to the bottom. I tell you what though, I do like these grain fibers a lot now. At first when I bought it, I thought it was a waste of money. I basically felt like I spent too much money for something that was nowhere near as good as it should have been. And granted, I shouldn't have had to do all the work on it to improve it, which should have been done. For that kind of price that they charge, there really should have been proper research done to make sure. There we go. We'll live with that. Doesn't have to be perfect. Back to the camera. So yeah, thank you, Sean. Thank you very much for the heads up. Sometimes you don't think of things, and I looked in it and I didn't see anything in the recipe saying that they put any rice hulls in it, so that's great that you did that. What we got up here? Brian's Casual. Oh, by the way, I'm going to let that sit for 10 minutes. Watch the clock, it's about 20... What time is it? 12:43. So at 12:53, we'll start the process of, what do you call it? Mashing in. Now I'll put that back on there. So who's here? Brian's Casual Cosplay. I knew you were here. Finroo, yes, mate. Bloody hell, the brew's gonna be huge. It is. Finroo, the brew is meant to be 6.7% ABV. It's gonna be huge. I'm hoping that my fermenter will cope. I do have to clean my fermenter, actually. That's something else I've got to do today. Yeah, so I'm not overly disorganised. This is going to take time anyway, so while that's boiling, I'm going to clean my fermenter and do all the other things I need to do. Everything's clean. I've just got to scrub it out and rinse it out, put sanitizer in it, get it ready. Yeah, Brian's Casual Cosplay. Good summer fermenter. Good summer fermenter. Good summer fermenter. Oh, yes. Yeah, 35 degrees Celsius, definitely. Probably the best time to do it in the summertime. Today is about 25 degrees today, and it's sunny outside, so I really timed this well. The last few days have been pretty cold and wet and crappy. Oh, probably not too wet, but just crappy. Don't brew that at that temperature. No, don't brew. Finroo home brewing, guys. You should check out his channel. He says don't brew at this temperature. Just let it rise from room temperature and let it go. Just saying. Yeah, Kveic is supposed to be a cleaner yeast. It's supposed to not bring out all these off flavors, and that's why it can handle high temperatures. Apparently, they can be brewed at a high temperature. It's going to go nuts, and I'm not going to be able to control the foam. So Finroo is correct. I think I'll try and keep it down a little bit. I don't know if it's a proper thing to do. Anybody out there who's had experience with Kveic, let me know. Just making sure, you know. Okay, Richie McCrickle. Hey Pierre, been a while. Mate, how's your cousin Cornelius doing? I actually got rid of Cornelius. Unfortunately, every time I did a video of him, I got really, really low views. So to me, it was obvious that there was only a small amount out there that appreciated the work that was involved in making him appear or be part of it. I ran out of time. Basically, I was working very hard. Had 50-hour weeks, 60-hour weeks at work, and I didn't have time to edit videos to make Cornelius fit in with what I'm doing. Maybe in the future, if I get a bit more inspiration, I'll do it. But anyway, Sean M says 30 degrees is fine. Thanks, Sean. Cheers. Yeah, so just to say, Cornelius has made a sidestep on this channel. If you guys aren't familiar with that, anybody who is checking this channel out, he was a sidekick that it was an alter ego. My alter ego was Cornelius, and he was just a Dero dropkick that was my bro. So I told him he's my brother Cornelius, the loose one. So anyway, if you haven't seen the channel, there's videos back there with him in it, and some of them are pretty funny. There's one video I worked very, very hard on, and I got very, very small amounts of viewing on it. So I figured it's going to be too much work to keep doing that. So that's why I just stopped. Anyway, right, Brian's Casual Cosplay. Oh, Cornelius was a hoot. Yeah, he was. Oh, look, Brian's Casual Cosplay, I'll probably bring him back. I'll probably bring him back on my Patreon channel anyway. That's definitely what's going to happen there. But not on the main channel, maybe. But anyway, or with Patreon anyway. Cheers. I shouldn't put that there. That's hot. What are we at? We're at 47. So we've still got 5 minutes. All right, what else we got? Richie McCrico is the online. Yes, it is, Richie. Yeah. You're the one that actually suggested this. That's right. Yes, the charcoal filter does work. It filters out almost all of the chlorine and all the other smells that are in the water, tap water. It is getting close to the end. I've used. You're meant to use it for about 1,500 litres. No, 1,500 litres. I can't remember now. I think it's 1,500 litres. Anyway, we meant to use it for 1,500 litres, maybe. And I've been measuring it, and we're getting close. I've done 8. I might be 1,000. I'll have to look into that because I've forgotten. But yes, it's still running really well. Pardon me. Okay, so nearly there. Got to show you guys something. I was watching a KegLand video. Where's the hose gone? Oh, going crazy. And they released an item. This thing. It's a sparge diffuser, I guess. I thought I'd try it out. Didn't cost much. I think it was $6 for the actual sparge diffuser. I'm calling it that. It's just water diffusers out. It was a very long lifespan. Yeah. Sorry, Richie said that he was saying that filter we're talking about is part of my hose system cleaning out my water as I'm using it for brewing. They do last a while, so it's still doing it and it's still cleaning well. I do have more. I actually work, most of you would know I work at Autobarn, and we actually have those at Autobarn, which I didn't know about until recently. So I bought 2 more to replace this when I need to, just to be prepared. Anyway, going back to this, sparge hose. Not sparge hose, mash hose. So basically, a long time ago, I updated my grandfather, and I used quick released ends. I hope you can see that well. I know the lighting's not great. And they became a bit of a a bonus for using it. It just made it so much easier to take it in, take it out. And I've taken away the safety valve that was in the actual valve area. Just recently, I saw a video on KegLand YouTube channel, and they showed this. Well, they showed the pipe and the diffuser, or the water separator, water diffuser. It just spreads the water out. You'll see it later when I'm doing it. What I've been having a problem with in the past is using the grandfather system with this water diffuser. I call it diffuser, light's a diffuser, but I call it a diffuser. It works that way. Still, you understand. And it sort of settles onto the grains and pushes the grains down at a bit of a weight. And I figured if I'm going to use this, I'm going to leave the top diffuser off, or strainer off, and start running this little system here over the top and let it just casually fall. Oh, it's already sweet. Oh, it's beautiful. And yeah, get it ready for brewing. There's my thing. And I'm going to, sorry, I'm just taking things out of the actual basket because I'm getting ready for it. I'll put you on the three videos for now, so you can see what I'm doing, everything I do. Yeah, so I'm going to put this diffuser over the top of this, if you can see it in the other camera that way, and down and to your left. I'm trying to learn. And I'm going to run it basically as a mash system. Okay, we're just about ready, so I'll start it off first. Like I said, I've never done this before. I'll pop you on the down overhead. Come on. I'm doing this left-handed. I am a right-handed person. Done. Right. So, everything's a bit dark. I don't know why. Anyway, I'll pop that over there. That'll just keep it from going too rough. And I'm hoping that I can set this up, pardon me, over the top of that. I hope you can see what I'm doing there. So we'll see how it works in a sec. Ready? This might not work. I might have to revert back to what I've been doing, but I'm going to try anyway. So I'll add grain, set to start, mash. Open the valve. Check that out. See, okay, so I need to slow it down. So I figured that might be the go, you know. Run it like that. It might work out. Hang on, I can wash all the grains in here while I'm here. Oh, we've got a leak. Where's the leaking from? Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember now. The quick release thing I put on is not exactly the right size for the system, because, you know, standards don't really work in Australia. We have all kinds of weird standards here. Okay, let's watch this. Seems to be going alright. Well, I think it's alright. Oh yeah, that's another thing that happened to me today. Stupid me, really. I went to grab my pH meter, and those little button batteries, they're flat. I must have left it on, but I thought they automatically shut off, but obviously didn't. Anyway, I'm going to read your thing while this is running a little bit. See how it runs while I'm waiting. Okay, what do we got? We've got, hey Pierre, been a while. Yep. Sean, I've got a new G30. Oh, nice one. Hope it's good. Sean, I haven't used it yet. Oh my God, tell me if it's as good. Well, I'm sure it would be better than what I've got. Mine's the old one, of course. I think it's version 3. Tell me if it's any good when you do start using it. That I haven't used yet. Looking at getting a new mash tun V3. Really would love to have a grandfather fermenter. You know, the conical fermenters that you can plug your refrigerant through and keep it cool and have it on the bench rather than in the fridge. I just haven't got the money for it. It's not going to happen for a while. Is the online charcoal filter? Sorry guys, Sean degrees is fine. Sean M, I didn't read that part before, sorry. Richie, it was very long lifespan, yep. Richie says 5,000 litres or 12 months. Keep up the great work. Oh, good work, mate. Oh, I exaggerated that, sorry. Richie Kunko, after your coconut IPA, I bought a can of that from KegLand and mixed in an amber liquid malt extract. Just finished the other day, and it's beautiful. Tastes like Rogers Amber Ale. Just but hoppy, yeah. So did you, Richie, did you put coconut in it? Did you use coconut water to make it, or did you just use the IPA on its own? Liquid amber extract. Finru homebrewing working well. It is working well. Finru, this little device is probably going to make my day so much easier. No longer need this thing. I think it's going to be alright. Temperature of the batch is a bit low. Down to 63 degrees now. Over 3 minutes. Hopefully it will come back up again. While it's running, what's going on? It's changed. Oh, that could be a grain. If grains get stuck in it, that could be a problem. So we've got to find these things out. This is why we experiment, isn't it? But it seems to be alright. It is coming up now in height, so I might bring that away. Let's slow it down a little. But it definitely is working quite well. I like it. Give it a bit more time. Now, guys, I will have an affiliate link in, because I'm an affiliate member of KegLand Now products. Did that come out right? I'm an affiliate member of KegLand, and any products I use and you seem to think it's good and you buy, I'll get a bit of a kickback for it, which is awesome to help me pay for everything I'm doing here. Cheers. Right, Finru, working well. Richie, nah mate, just use the IPA can of water with a liquid amber extract, very hoppy. For $13, that can be, yeah, it is very good for $13, isn't it? Even though expired was fine, yeah. If you guys have followed my channel for a while, I did a few expired brews a long time ago, and they were fine. I was just I was a little bit paranoid about getting sick, so I didn't bother with it. Yeah, so they were about 10 to 12 years old. This is what I'm saying. There's a couple of videos back. Actually, about 2 years ago. Right, won't be long. What I think I'll do, I'll put the glass lid back on, and I'll just stop the pump for a sec. That won't matter too much. Just let it drain back. You can't see what you can. You can't. Hang on. What happened then? There we go. Now you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to put the lid on. Let go. Pop that in the hole. Can't get it in the hole. Just needs a little bit of fur, I think. Alright, so I've got these little quick releases. It looks like if I wiggle this too much, it's going to come out. So it's going to be a problem in the future. I'll have to be careful with that. Turn the pump back on. Bring that up just to check it's still running right. Yep. And now we'll let that mash. We've got 54 minutes of mash time happening. Well, while it's doing that, I'm going to go clean up a bit. I'll put you guys on 4 cameras. Excuse me. 3 cameras, sorry. And you can just put up with my bullshit. Now, I was going to talk to you guys about this too. I did a Dolly IPA, or Dolly any IPA, and it was through a recipe from Mountain Culture Brewing Co. Now, it's a beautiful recipe. Don't get me wrong, it's an absolutely beautiful recipe. I just stuffed up. No, I don't know if I stuffed up. I know what I did wrong, but it's bad. It became highly oxygenized. Really, really, really bad. So I kept it to show you guys. So I'm going to pour a glass to show you what it's about. Sorry, I'm cleaning out while I'm talking. And yeah, basically what happened was my gas bottle pipe had a little slow leak in it after I used it a few times, and it was it cracked, just a slow leak, and I didn't know. And the gas bottle was nearly empty. So I injected gas in it. It filled up and it became pressurised, about 30 psi to get carbonation in. Left it for about 2 days, come back and realised that all the gas was gone, and the keg was empty. The gas in the keg was gone too. And I figured, okay, oxygen got in, which is completely likely. Anyway, about a week later, once I fixed it all up and got gas back into it, I tried it and it wasn't bad. It didn't really seem like it was affected in any way, really. So I thought, oh, okay, it was a bit hoppy, still a bit sharp on the tongue from the hops, and I'll leave it for a couple of weeks and I'll try it again. 2 weeks later, I poured myself a glass, and my God, it was horrible. It became dark grey. Now, I'll show you a glass. I'll be back. I'll give you some, what is it? There's a thing here I can use to play music to you. Hang on, while you're waiting around. Intro music. I know this is crazy. I'll put on a loop. I'll turn it down a bit. Alright, so I'm going to put you on mute. This is going to loop for a bit. And I'll be back soon. Cheers. Is it muted? Test. It's not working. Working, damn thing. Hello. Oh. Can you hear me? Yes, you can. I'm learning. Okay, hang on. Doing in there, you banger. What I'm trying to do is just realise the actual keg has no gas in it. Just quickly put some in. Don't need much. It does have gas in it, so why didn't that feed? Ah, okay, not. There we go. Ugh, ugh, looks awful. Alright, you guys can hear me, I'm sure. Check this out. Look at it. Get you some light on it. It smells great. Look at it, it's gone all, jeez, hang on. It's gone all grey and ugly, look at it. It's awful. It smells okay, not brilliant. It smells a bit waxy. Not drinking it, it smells, doesn't smell good at all really. Really disappointed, this is expensive. It cost me $70 to make it. And a lot of time, and it just turned out awful. Yeah, anyway. Pardon me. Okay, so what I was going to talk to you about, other than that was, oh sorry, I better read out your things. Do you think you should turn off the circulatory until the heat comes up to temp? Yeah, it's up to temp. Too late. Yeah, probably. Never thought of that. But then again, if the heat comes up, because these things, what I gather is the temperature probe is actually at the bottom, and the heat up top should be, well, basically this circulation was pushing the colder water down, and the hotter water is going on top as it heats up. So I would say no. Basically, you're trying to get the water, 65 degrees Celsius water through the top of the actual mash. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Maybe. What I'm thinking about is basically the heats up from the bottom, so it'll be hotter at the bottom than it is at the top. So the heat will circulate back up into the top of the actual mash, and it'll be hotter than the bottom, so it'll heat it up much quicker as it goes through, I think. But either way, I think it won't make a difference. It cooled down when I put the grains in anyway, so it's still got to come up. And that was, I guess, why you had to rest it for 10 minutes. And it really didn't bring it up then either. Maybe I should crank the temperature when I put first mash, maybe crank the temperature to 68 degrees Celsius, and then once I mash it, bring the temperature back down to 65 again. Hopefully it will keep it at the right temperature all the time. But it was only 3 degrees out, and it's now pretty much spot on 64 degrees now. It's meant to be 65. It probably won't be far away from 65 in about 2 or 3 minutes. So I don't think it'll make a huge difference. Pinaroo, thank you for that, by the way. Now I got distracted. What was I doing? I had to take out the fermenter, but I don't really need to yet. There was a few more things I needed to talk to you about. What else? Now I'm doing a 2-weekly live stream every 2 weeks. I do have 4 videos I'm editing at the moment. One of them, or 2 of them, are a wine video and a beer making video, and then this video, as well as another beer making, 3 beer making videos at the moment, and 1 wine video. 2 of the beer making videos. He's gonna hang around. 2 of the beer making videos, one of the cameras said it was recording, but when I went to find the footage, it was gone. So there was something wrong with the SD card, maybe. No idea. It didn't say there was a glitch or anything until I started transferring it to my computer to start editing. So it's going to be a bit more work now, because I need to, instead of using that video, I need to voice over it and add in this and that. So it's just going to take some time. Okay, Finaroo, nice Pierre. Cheers. Finaroo, I thought you would make the water 72 degrees, then you would add the grains to come down to 66 degrees also. Yeah, I don't know why, but Grainfarmer don't do that. They don't have that feature. It'd be a smart move. I guess you go into a mash tun, that's what you do, because you're not adding or circulating water to keep it at that temperature. But if you do it in a system like this, it did drop down about 3 degrees, but it's brought it back up. Within 15 minutes, it's brought it back up to the right temperature, and it's only 3 degrees. It'll still extract the amount of sugars you need anyway. I think in this aspect, I don't think you'd need to, because it's circulating the water straight away and heating it as it goes. Yeah, that's my logic anyway. I might be wrong. I did pour myself another beer because it's very nice, it's quenching, it's warm. Thank you guys for coming out and hanging around. Really appreciate it. I'm going to be here for a couple of hours anyway, brewing. So hopefully you don't hear me pee, or I have had my lunch, so that's a good thing. Oh, I did now remember what I was going to talk to you about. You guys have gone to an Oktoberfest before? I have. I went there on Sunday. And I had a ball, absolute ball. And it was my wife's birthday on the 21st. She turned 54, and she's gorgeous. If you've been watching my videos, we did go to the hospital in Sale. She had to get a procedure done. I don't want to tell you what it is, it's not to be personal. And she came out fine. She's absolutely awesome. All the process that she went through and all the crap she had to go through, turns out she's fine. She's going to live for another 30 years, 50 years. And we celebrated a bit at the Oktoberfest in Morwell at the Club Astoria, and had a ball, had a great time. I have got no footage. I actually didn't film. I took a few photos, posted up on the Instagram account, and that's about it. I wanted to enjoy it. As it's my birthday in a couple of days, I wanted to do a brew like this before, because I have to work on my birthday. I thought I'd do this today and celebrate it myself today instead. A friend of mine a friend of my wife's and mine knew about my brewing and my whiskey that I like to drink too. I don't consider myself as a whiskey maker, but drinker, yes. She gave me these. These are ancient, well, I don't know if they're ancient, but they're old tins that she's had for years. She's had them in her collection for a long time, and she just said, I don't do an iodine. Sorry, Sean just said that, do I do an iodine test? I don't. Basically, I normally use I don't. I never do, because I know that this sort of system works anyway, and you're going to get as much extract. I think this is meant to be 73% brew house efficiency. Usually I get about 80%, so I think it's okay. I wish I was a more in-depth brewer, but this is for me only, really. There's not many people going to drink my beers, and usually when I test it, it comes out almost exactly right, and conversion always seems to happen quite well. And you know, if I follow the rules and steps, it'll come out quite well. Anyway, back to this. I don't know how old these are. I'm sure they're 80s. Been around her place for a long time. She didn't really care for them that much. She said, would you like them as a birthday gift? And I said, oh yeah, thanks. I'll decorate my YouTube, and my studio. Brew house, I mean. She also gave me this. Now, I don't know what year it is. I wish I did, but inside is a letter that was stuck to the lid, so it's sort of like that, and it's 1906 it says on here, but I'm sure it was probably 70s that this was actually released. Smells like biscuits, so I'd say it was a biscuit tin, but still pretty cool, and I'd say it's a collector's item, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to put them in my shed proudly and decorate them in the corner here. Gee, that beer's smelling good. Oh, it's smelling great. It smells like biscuits. Yeah. Oh yeah, that is a good beer. Right, so I better probably get myself ready for the next stage. We've got 40 minutes or so to go. I need to get the hops ready. Where can I do that? Where's my paperwork? I had it. Guys, where's my paperwork? I showed it to you. Oh, found it. It's not your fault. Okay, so we're gonna get it ready for hops. Full mash. Okay, this is set up for a Brewzilla now because KegLand are the Brewzilla distributors. That's fair enough. I had to I had to change it to. Sorry, just checking out, making sure everything's running properly. Nice little score for the collection. Yeah, it is a nice little score for the collection, mate. Hi Pierre, just joined. What are you brewing today? Oh, Mark Powell's just joined us. G'day Mark, welcome to the shit show. I mean to my brewing, my live stream. Everything's going okay. I'm actually brewing a red letter red IPA from KegLand. It smells great. It's promising to be nice. It's got Mosaic hops, Simcoe hops. It's using Lullamade Voss Kveic yeast. First time I've ever used Kveic. And they pre-milled it. I didn't have to do any of that. So I just ordered it as a kit ready to go. I did present that at the start of the show. Welcome to the show. Something's beeping. Mash. Okay, so we'll go back to what I was talking about. Mash. The recipe requires a single infusion mash for 60 minutes at 65 degrees Celsius. Done. It tells you how much water you need to start with, how much barge water you need. With the grandfather, it suggested using 21 litres of water instead of what they use in a Brewzilla, which is 25.373 litres, which I guess that's how it is, and 4.26 litres of sparge water, where I used 7. How many did I use? I wrote it on here. 10.3 litres. And just to sparge it so it cleans it right out. I guess it's a difference. That's why I get more efficiency. I don't know. Just someone gives you a nice little score. Yes. Okay, no more chats. You guys can talk amongst yourselves. It's all right. The more chats, the better. Don't forget to press the like button if you're liking what you see. Anyway, you know, just saying. Anyway, for the full mash schedule of water chemistry, please refer to... Okay, so my tap water in Traralgon requires a certain amount of salt I need to put in each container. So I did that, measured it up, popped it in, got the pH down to 5.4 pH. I've got pH strips, so when my pH meter, I haven't got it here in front of me. Where are they? Anyway, the pH strips, you peel them off and you check the colour and it tells you what pH it's close to. And I went that way and it's 5.4 about. Once the mash is complete, lift the pipe, drain the wort, add your sparge water, which is normal, 75 degrees Celsius, by the way, the sparge water is 75 degrees Celsius. Now my pipe sparge, blah, 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 turning elements to full. Yes, of course, the grain fibre will turn itself up straight away as soon as the mash is finished. As soon as you start sparging, it'll start heating. We recommend letting the grain bed sit for 10 minutes before you begin the circulation, which I did. Recipe instructions are based on a 35 litre Brewzilla. Unfortunately, I've got a 30 litre grain fibre, so it had to reduce the amount of water. The boil. The boil and flavour hops in accordance with the brew fibre recipe. Now, the biggest problem I had here was trying to find their recipe. It took me half an hour to find the recipe on how to actually brew this, because it doesn't tell you in the instructions, it just tells you that you've got to check the recipe out to do it. And I thought this would have been the recipe. Bit of a pain in the butt. It would have been great if they just had a link to it, which they did. It took me ages to find that, and I did find it. So finally, I clicked on it, and it what do you call it? It referred to a recipe for brew fibre in a Brewzilla. What are we working on? Brewzilla, yeah. And then I finally found how to do it. So I have to rely on what I put into the grain fibre recipe area to actually do this properly. I have a 60-minute boil, and it's 30 grams of Simcoe. Damn, I can't remember. I have to go on my computer. Sorry. I need to figure out what I need to brew. It's up there, is it? Nope. Google Chrome. Go into history. Don't watch all my porn, alright? Don't look at my porn history. I don't have any. Livestream OBS, grain fibre community tools. This is a recipe for it. So once this is done, oh yeah, by the way, I'll tell you what grains are in this. You guys are probably interested. We'll let you know. So what it's got in it, guys, I know it's boring, but this is brewing. It's got the finest Maris Otter ale malt by Custom Fermentables. There is 4.25 kilograms of that. I got rye malt in there by Weyermann. They have 750 grams. We've got Vienna malt. That I can smell the Vienna by Breeze. 5.3. No, it isn't. It's 530 grams. 530 grams. Cowa Munich 2, 350 grams. We also have smoked malt, beechwood. I guess it's been smoked using beechwood. Supply of Viking malt. Now Viking malts are great. I've been using them in the past, and they've got a lot of really specialty malts. They're bloody awesome. Anyway, it's 200 grams of that. Black malt by Bard's, 50 grams. So that'll give it a bit of colour. Now the hops, we need 11.1 gram of Simcoe at 60 minutes. That's all, 11.1 gram. So that gives it, I guess, the bitterness. And then at 20 minutes to end a boil, we want 30 grams of Mosaic and 70 grams of Simcoe, which will give it hop and flavour, I believe. So I need to get, it's Galaxy in here too. That's right, Simcoe. So we need Simcoe. So I'll need to get Simcoe ready. We need 30 grams of that, and I'm going to put it into a hop sock. And I'm going to have it so I can open the hop sock so I can pour more into it later, because it's a pain in the butt trying to get rid of it later when you're actually brewing, when you're trying to drink it. Okay, so where's my scissors gone again? Oh, that's right, I couldn't find them before. What did I do with them? I just used them. I cut a pipe with it. Am I boring the crap out of you yet? Oh, here they are. Hope not. Anyway, I'm going to measure this up. By the way, too, there was a subscriber, Paul, who kindly gave me a gift of some scales. I've got a big set of scales that weighs kilograms, but nothing that did like low weights, small weights like these. Now, apparently this is 25 grams. I only need half of this packet, so let's smell it, shall we? Can you still see what's going on? Hang on, I'll just have a look. OBS. You can. It smells good. Okay, I need something to put that in. I'll just use this. Weird. I'm going to follow the rules, the way they say. 11.1. 11.16 will do. And that is going in this one. It's a little thin sock. That's my first, it's my 60-minute one. Ready to go for that. And I'm going to actually drop it in, and I'm going to use a clamp to hold it on the edge. Hold it on the edge. Aluminum. So yeah, so I'm going to use the clamp, hold that in, and then I can take it out and add hops in later, and hopefully minimise the amount of hop residue I have later on. So that's ready to go in. Organised this time. A lot of time I'm not organised. I'm going to have to move you guys. I do have a fermenter over there that I need to access. And while I'm hanging around waiting for this mash to finish, I might also get that done too. Oh. So bear with me, just going to move you out of the way. Whoops, shit. Oh. The ring's a bit falling out here. Move this camera back a bit more now that's out of the way. Oh shit! Alright. That's why people watch this, I know. Because I'm a deal. Try that again. Why is that coming down? There we go. Alright. Sorry about that. Just, everything's going crazy, even me. Alright. I think you guys are you not entertained? I don't know what that was. Alright, I'll bring you back to the... Actually, I'll bring you to the movable can, what I would call the movable can, so you can see what I'm doing around here, so you can get a bit more of an idea how I'm going. Hello, Crixie. Crixie's a little dog out there. So how long have we got? We've got 30 minutes left. Got the hops done. Turn that off for now. Fermenter needs to be prepared. Now this is a Apollo 30 litre. This is an Apollo by KegLand. No, it's by Keg King, sorry. It's a Firmzilla. That's a KegLand Firmzilla. I apologise. It's a Firmzilla by KegLand. It's got residue of beer in it, but it's actually not beer. I'm going to quickly rinse this out. I don't know why that's in there. Maybe I didn't clean it. I don't know if you guys have followed my channel throughout the 4 years I've been doing it, nearly 5 now. I built this shed, and there is a link, or there will be a link down below when I finish doing this stream, on me constructing the shed and all the things I've done to it to make it usable. I'll put that down there. The hops. Get a clean. Where's my rag gone? I need a bigger shed, I really do, because I keep accumulating stuff. I actually gave stuff away because, oh, here it is. I actually gave stuff away because it was getting too much in here, and since then I've accumulated more. It's just through, I'm a bit of a dill when it comes to, you know. Oh, no, it's going quite well. Okay. I'm a bit of a, I like technology. I like to keep things upgraded and working. But of course I haven't got the money at the moment to do that, so it's not going to happen. But the idea is I get new fermenters. Sometimes a company will give me a fermenter and say, try this out. And we would like it if you post it on your channel, which I'll do. And no one's ever paid me. The first time I've ever had any kind of affiliation is with KegLand. So I'm really rapt to be able to do that. And they're a good company, as you guys know. I'm sure some of you use them. Right. Now that was clean. I'd say it was just dust. It looked like grain dust. So I'd say that all the brewing I've been doing here, grains, is just accumulating. I haven't used this for a long time. It is a good fermenter though. So, grab my funnel, I'll pour some sanitizer in there. Yeah. So I'll check out your comments soon. You get to see how someone brews. It's probably a good thing. A lot of people want to see if they're doing the same thing, or and it seems to work for me. I don't have any issues with problems with anything. Screw that down. I've got a spanner here somewhere. Yeah, should be right for now. I'll tighten it later. Yes, I do think out loud. I'll tip that upside down, see what leaks. So far nothing. Okay. The only other thing I need to do in that is actually put, hang on, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Oh, you can see. What I need to do with this is I need to put some pipes on the end so I can put a floaty pickup in it, so I can pick up the juice later. I know it sounds weird, juice, which I'll do now. Why not? Got some hose here. Oh no, that's not it. I haven't got hose here. Here it is. Long enough. Settle. Is that going to be long enough? Oh, it would suggest yes. Right. I've got a heap of these. If you guys can see it, I'm sure you can. A lot of these are falling off. But not in this one, so I'm using that. Not falling off, they come off. The actual spot weld on the actual ball has come off. I like them, they work. I'll suggest probably getting something eventually that's going to be better. But again, I haven't. Like I said, this is a live stream. It is a full live brew. I'm going to carry on through this all the way. It's probably going to be a bit boring. I'm about to check your comments, guys, so if you need to say anything, do it now. I remember why I avoided using this very often. That's right, this is the same on each hand, so I'll just throw it in one. There you go now. Pick up tubes in there, let's get them sanitised, everything's good, we're ready to go. Alright, now we zoom you back onto the main cam and we'll check out what's going on with the guys out, you guys. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Alright, Sean, Brian's Casual Cosplay, nice score. Casual Cosplay, big smile. Good on you, mate. Finroo's taking off. He's going to have a bit of a snooze. Good on you, mate. Thanks for sticking around and watching. Hopefully you join us later when you have a bit of a rest. Finroo, you check his channel out, guys. He's a brilliant little big brewer. Yeah, anyway. He's just had... Yeah, anyway, I can't talk about it. It's all good. Don't know enough about it to talk to you about it. Anyway. Yeah, so... Really good. Okay, let's go. What do I do now? That's ready. We've got 22 minutes to start boil. So we have to pull out the sparge for that. That's going to happen in 22 minutes. I'll turn my back on you guys, sorry. The water diffusing system, it works. I love it. It works. Look at the colour too. I'll show you the colour of the beer now. Hang on. Mouse, where are you? Overhead. Zoom in. Look at the colour of that. It's kind of a dark sort of... It's going to be a rye flavour. I'm not a big rye fan. Some of you might know. And that is working a treat. It's getting very dark. I think it's working specifically great. It's bloody great. Bloody great. Right. What else did I have to do? Drink my beer. Talk about... Oh, yeah. Clean the tomato off my belly. Yeah, that's right. I've got to read the instructions. I've got to make sure... Did I close that? Nope, I didn't. Good. Got to make sure I put the right amount of everything's in. So I need to create 30 grams. I need 30 grams of Mosaic and 70 grams of Simcoe for the next 40... What am I doing? I've got to sync. Yeah, so I need 30 grams of Mosaic and 70 grams of Simcoe as a 20-minute to end a boil. So that's a way off. I don't have to worry about that too much. This is a red ale. It's not shared. I haven't shared it. But I might. I don't know if I'm allowed to be honest. It's someone else's recipe. Yeah, okay. There are dry hops going in this one as well. There's 200 grams of dry hops going in on day 6. Wow. Simcoe and Mosaic. So it's going to be 130 grams of Simcoe and 70 grams of Mosaic on day 6. So it's going to be huge. Probably going to be a bit cloudy too. Maybe. Anyway. Just want to better wipe down a bit. The camera's not too hot. I really worry about the cameras failing. The one you're seeing me on at the moment, you're not seeing me at the moment. I'll put it to the one you're seeing me at the moment. Hang on. I had it on the wrong one, sorry. The one you're seeing me at the moment now is a Canon camera. They use software through a USB, which works a treat. But if you turn off your computer OBS, it drops out. You can't actually get it back up again, so you got to reintroduce it to OBS again. And the same thing happens to a HDMI plug as well. When you plug the HDMI from your, let's say GoPro, which I'm doing now. Is it the GoPro? Yes. It seems to lose it, so you have to repair it or introduce it to that camera again. Just got an idea too. Because you don't always need to see everything at once. I can talk to you while the brew's going. I'm just going to create, while I'm here, a new section, just with 2 cams. Okay. 2 cams, so... Won't take me long. Sorry guys, I know it's boring. Video capture device. Use an existing one. I need the GoPro USB. Yep. And capture device. Add existing. Device 1. GoPro 1. There we go. I think out loud, guys, as you probably already know. I'm going to just have it so we've got 2 cams on the go. Yeah, nearly there. Because sometimes you don't need to see everything that I'm doing. Oh, well, it doesn't matter really. I'm not hiding anything really. Just bear with me. I'm trying to get this all worked out. Oh my God! That's it. Got it. Just need to do zooms. Nearly there. Yep. Okay. Is that better? Is it back? Sorry, I forgot I had to do that. Yeah, what I was trying to say is, what I was jabbering on about when you lost sound is, I do these live streams to learn, and I'm really glad to be able to share what I do. And I know that I'm an amateur like you all are. There we go. Thanks, Brian's Casual Cosplay. Cheers. Thanks for letting me know, actually. It's really good of you. Brian's Casual Cosplay. You've been around a lot. I might, you okay if I make you an administrator for this channel? Just, what do you call it? A moderator for this channel? Just, I know it's not big and giant and popular and goes crazy, but it's just brilliant having you there helping me out. It's bloody brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Anyway, just let me know if you want me to do it. I'm happy to make you a moderator. It'd be great. Yeah, brewing. So I do these live streams because I learned from you guys. The only way I've ever learnt was to do live streams. That's why I do live streams more and more often. Basically what happens is we talk to each other online, but it seems that online people have a bit more of a go. I don't know, they're a bit abrupt when it comes to amateurs learning how to brew. And, you know, yeah, I don't know. It's basically what I'm trying to say is that having you guys there, showing me the mistakes I'm making, giving me heads ups on things I'm doing, and give me ideas. I may not take it. I may not take your advice because sometimes I feel like I know better, which I am an arrogant prick like that. But you know, the reason why I do these live streams is to connect with you guys that brew like I am and are like-minded like me, and it's just great to get in contact with you guys and do this sort of stuff, and I appreciate it. Thanks. By the way, I was saying before, if you like what you see, let me know. If you are interested in what I'm doing every couple of weeks, let me know. Hello, mate, from Black Black Country Home Brew. And I've seen you guys, I've seen you around a fair bit too, mate. Cheers and welcome to the stream, my friend. Yes, what I'm trying to say. Give us a like, please. Comment as much as you can. We'll get this channel moving. The channel is growing. We're getting about 100 subscribers a month, which is good. I'm very happy with that. It's really, really good. I'd just like to see it go a bit quicker, as anyone. I never make much through my videos. I do have a lot of videos going. Sharing the videos helps, and commenting on those videos definitely helps. Like thumbs ups and comments, they push the algorithm massively, and suddenly my videos just go nuts when they have a lot of people reacting. So guys, cheers for that. Really appreciate it. And I'm getting a heap of hearts at the moment. Cheers. Good stuff. Okay, where are we? 12 minutes to go. Who's doing that? I'm not going to be able to check the pH. Yes, I am. Just realised. Excuse me. I threw it in here before. This is the only way I'm going to check it. So what we've got is a little pH reader thing. Tells you, you know, doesn't give you accurate reading. Can you see that? Anyway, it's got colours on it, and the colours tell you what pH you're at. 0 to 14. You basically take a strip, which I'll do now. This strip's got chemicals on it, which will read your pH, which will react with your beer. And I'll just dip it in the beer. I know it's hot. Hot. And wait for a sec and see what it does. And see what colour it comes to. I'd say it's got iodine in it or something like that. That's probably how they work it all out. It hasn't really changed. What have we got? Looks around 5. So that's the colour of it. I don't know if you guys can see. I'll probably use this camera. Hang on. Which camera are we looking at? That one. Can you see under there? Yeah, you probably can. So, round about the 5. Between the 5 and the 6. So it's 5.4, 5 point, it's about the same. Really hasn't changed. That gives you an idea. Anthony Dangerfield, cheers mate, welcome to the stream. Yeah, it is looking good. I'm smelling it right now, and if you had smell-o-vision you'd love it. Thanks mate, it is looking good. Right, time to have a bit of a booze up. I wish I can get the light better in here, but I've never been able to. Anyway, what are you going to do? That's ready. Geez, I've got nothing to do. I'm going to put a movie on. No, we've got 10 minutes to go, so I'm not going to make it. There's going to be a fair bit of action happening in a sec, so no big deal. I don't know if I told you guys. Guys, anybody who's just joined us or has only just realised I'm here, I'm making a Red Leader Red IPA by Keg King. This is one they sent to me. They sent it to me in a box, sort of packed into a bag loosely and thrown into the box loosely as well. It was a bit hard to find the yeast because it was thrown in loosely. It was hidden under a flap, and I thought, okay, I've got no yeast. They've done that before, but they haven't sent all the stuff. But they did. I just didn't find it until later. So I would like to say they probably should work on their packaging and their presentation with their products. I'm sure they will. Nonetheless, great products. The company is pretty good. They look after people and they work really hard for the brewers out there. So don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. Not completely anyway. All right, we've got 9 minutes. So I just wasted 1 minute talking crap. Not really. Quickly got to check on what's going on here. See if there's anybody messaging me through you guys, like you guys. Sometimes I get messages from you. It's really hard to find anything to do while I'm waiting. Why isn't it unlocking? Mash temperature dropped when I put the grains in. I was just looking at I'm looking at the grain father. That's the temperature. It dropped when I put the grains into 464. I know, it dropped to, come on, 62.9, so 63 degrees, and quickly rose back to 65 degrees within about 15 minutes. So it was fine. So that's good. 7.1. Oh yeah, so we've got 7.09 seconds to go. The timer says 8 minutes, but I'd say that's because, let's see if it changes. This is 7.303. Yeah, 7. Okay, cool. Timed well. It actually connects really good. All right. Thanks, guys, for sticking around. Really appreciate it. Adam, Six Savers, OBS Studio, security alert. Oh, that's fine. This is because I had to log in because it was reset. Everything's good. All right, we're on a winner. I'm going to quickly take a photo for Instagram. So if you guys are watching and you check my Instagram out, I'll pop that up on there. We shall use that as well. I'll post that later, guys. If you ever see my Instagram, have a look. It's funny. It's not funny. It's fun. Rob Lee, sorry I'm late, mate. Rob Lee, it's all good. Really appreciate you dropping by. It's all pre-recorded, so it's going to go up anyway, and you can watch whatever you want to watch later. If you don't know Rob Lee, I'm making a red leader red IPA by KegLand. It's an all grain, and yeah, it's really good. So it's going well, very well. No mistakes, no problems. Everything's going quite smoothly, and the actual beer is starting to look really clean and really reddish in colour too. So it's great. So we've got 6 minutes to end a boil, and then we're going to start sparging. While I'm drinking my beer, Rob Lee by Guys, he kindly has given me some whiskey just to try out and see how I go with it. Haven't been drinking it though. Been trying to take it easy with whiskies at the moment, even though it's one of my favourite beverages. Just need to take it easy a bit, getting older, things are going wrong, peeing out my nose and things like that, Hope you don't believe me. So things are dinging. Rob Lee, thank you very much for dropping by. I did say that. Black Country Homebrew sounds good. Just check it out on their website. Just checked it out on their website. Yeah, Black Country Homebrew. I have an affiliate link with those guys too, so I probably haven't put it in the link yet. So if you click on my link and actually buy it, even though they're out of stock, I'll get a commission. Check it out. It seems like your all-grain kits are a lot more expensive over here compared to the UK. We're looking at about 20 to 30, $58 Australian. This is a big kit. This is expensive. All the hops that are going into it are probably one of the main reasons. It's an award-winning brew as well. So they're going to charge for it. I was shocked when I put it through and actually went to go pay for it. I went, wow, why is it that much? Then I realised, pardon me, what it was. And I thought, well, I want it anyway, so I'm going to get it. I'll put a bit of my own money to it as well. Of course, Patreon, filmmaking, everything else that I do pays for this. So that's why sometimes you don't see a video for a while until I get my money up. And then once the money's up, I buy some stuff and I'll start brewing. And that's how it all works. I just did a Morgan's Great Western. And how'd it go? Northern. Great Northern. Hey, funny that, because I just did a Morgan's Great Northern as well. It's still fermenting in the fridge. Unbelievable. Did you... Now, we've got Valley Hydroponics and Homebrew in Traralgon, and they have a little recipe kit, and it's Morgan's Great Western. It's like a clone that they invented. Doesn't seem like much. Just a couple of little hops in it in a tea bag, and that's about all it was. I'm hoping it comes out all right. We'll find out. Mine's still fermenting. Still needs a little bit longer. And hopefully it's good. Rob Lee, I just got a Morgan's kit going too. Wow. You know, Morgan's is alright. Morgan's is alright. I found it in the past to be a little bit salty. It just seemed to be too high in salt content, but it's alright. Something else I've been doing too. How long we got? 3 minutes. Might be quick enough. In the near future, I want to do a mini documentary, and there's someone who's going to help me out with it, on a local brewer that disappeared for 100 years and came back again, called Brainy Brothers Brewing. Brainy Brothers Brewing established themselves over in Geelong, and then brought themselves into sale in our part of the world. It's the third time for me. It's great. Rob Lee just said it's the third time he's made it, and it's great, so it's good to know. Their double choc stout, I haven't seen that one. Brian's Casual Cosplay said their double choc stout is still my fave. Okay, I'll have to have a look at that. I do like a stout. Anyway, Brainy Brothers Brewing. The person who's helping me out with this, or going to help me out with it, was probably going to be here today, maybe. She was going to come and bring a beer. I don't know if she's still going to, but it's up to her, of course. It doesn't matter if she doesn't. It's not a big deal. It's going to be hard to get to the door while I'm doing this anyway. I might be able to. It doesn't matter. Anyway, they're an Australian company who came from Ireland. I think it was Ireland. And they're a whole bunch of brothers that came to Australia with their dad and all that stuff and started making a brewery here. Sold out to Carlton United Breweries a long, long time ago, like 100 years ago. But they were renowned for their brews. They were award-winning beers in the 18th century. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, looking forward to doing something like that. It's a bit different than I'm used to. I did a quick walk around while I was waiting for my wife to get her treatment done. Around sale, and pinpointed where they had their brewery, and that's something that I really look forward to seeing locals coming back, and they are. All the brothers are getting together, and they're coming back. Absolutely brilliant. Anyway. Just thought I'd tell you about it. I would like to showcase locals, and I'm trying to brew local and trying to keep local. So it's not easy. Sometimes you get things that you just can't get anywhere else other than America or UK or somewhere like that. But we try. All right, we've got 17 seconds. It's about to beep at me, so I better prepare myself. 10, 9, 8... Countdowns. Okay, can you see? I'll probably put this... actually, I might put this side... There we go. I might just turn this a little bit, just so you can see a bit more there, and I'll zoom it out a bit. There we go. Righto. Alright, we shall lift this out. Close the valve. Make sure to close the valve. Okay, I'll put that away for now. So this thing's worked out really well. I really like it, and I'm going to keep using it. Keep that out of the way. Grab the lid. I'm a commentator of my own works. You guys can see what's going on. You can see there, and you can see up here too. Yep, so let's do it. I've been working very hard trying to make sure everybody can see what's going on. I used to have a really, really bad back at one stage in my life. Now that mash, that sparge or that mash has not stuck. Really happy with that. I thought it would because of the amount of grains we're using. But it is utmost brilliant. Now, with those things, I've got another one, which I can't use. Where'd it go? I've got an idea. I might just use it now while I'm thinking of it. I wonder if I can get this, shove it on the end of that. Yeah, maybe not. Bring this over a bit. Put that on here. Will that work? If I did that? If I did... Yeah. Yeah, it might. I'll give it a go. the good thing about grain fibers is when they well, there's a lot of grains in there that don't look like they've been ground. No, this looks like full. It hasn't been. Oh, it hasn't been ground down properly. That's not good. That's a worry. Okay, let's hope it still comes out okay. I don't know if you guys saw that. Tastes good. You look at the grains when they ground them down. That one's all right. Oh, that might be all right. I mean, you pick one out. I mean, yeah. So there's one there. That hasn't been. There's no way that's. It doesn't have any sweetness to it though, so that's probably an alright thing. I'd say it still did its job. Alright, so we've got 10 litres going in, so I might just start it. No, I don't think that's going to work. No, I'm not happy about that. Whoop. That's not going to work straight away. I'm going to have to use. Where's it gone? I'm going to have to use this. Pull that off. Whew, that's hot. Just like that. Nope, I want to compact you. But I'll tell you what, that diffuser, the water diffuser, has definitely made a huge difference to my mash. That's for sure. It's really helped with the controlling of the mash. I'll bring this camera to a better position here. Oh, nope. Oh, you can see. Don't think that's going to work. Okay, so what I'm just going to do is spin that as it goes, just to keep it running. Turn it off so it's let it flow through. Alright, I'm fiddling too much, I know, but I just can't tell if what's meant to be happening is happening. I will use that diffuser again. And I'll try doing what I just did. Spin it while it's running. Yeah, that's working. Okay. Oh, that works better. I'll just do that. It's only 75 degrees heat. It won't burn me straight away. Yeah, so what I was trying to say before with the grain fibers, they start heating the. Sorry, put you in a better position. They start heating it to 100 or I think 98 degrees Celsius before boil until you finish sparging. Now, I think that's a great idea. It saves time. It's heating it up. This bloke here is already at 75 degrees Celsius. So it won't be long before it gets up there anyway. I don't know, well, we might find some other ideas, but this works. It's working at the moment, so that's all I care for at the moment. It's definitely doing the job. It smells really good. It smells absolutely brilliant. Whoop, it's hot. Right, it's getting to the top. We'll just wait for that to settle. Not too boring, I hope. It's still going. Better probably take that off so it's breathable. This is about getting to the end now. Oh no, it's just having trouble flowing for some reason. Oh, I know it. Put the lid back on properly. Oop, bumped the camera, sorry guys. Oh, I probably fixed it up actually. I wonder if I should raise this a little bit higher for future reference. Maybe I'll do that. I'm looking at, still looking at a lot of grains there. Oh no, that's rice hulls, that's fine. Looks like we're at the end. That's it. She's empty. Alright. That's the sparge done. Now the temperature is going to be raised to 98 degrees. Not boiling, but 98 degrees. Now I can get rid of this thing, get this out of the way. What I'll do is I'll dry it out so it doesn't, I actually rinse it out and then dry it out, so I'll get that up out of the way for now. Got some more room here now to work with. Some noise going on in the house. Fix that up. Alright, got some room. Got to let this drain. In the pipe I can actually see fluid in there, so I know the level of the fluid by looking in the pipe. It's looking pretty full still, so it's pretty much up almost to the top here. So we'll just let that drain for about 10-15 minutes and then we'll start doing other things to it. Alright, fix you up, bring you a bit forward so you, there we go, so I get a bit more light on me and I'm not so far away. What do you think? So far so good. Everything is going absolutely smoothly. It's the first time in a very long time that I've done a brew. No, you're not straight. There you go. It's a very long time since I've done a brew. I might close that window because it's a bit bright. That actually hasn't gone wrong yet. We'll wait and see though, hey. Back in a second, I'm going to close this window. Oh, the wind's picking up. I've no doubt we'll have to open that window again. Right, well, since we're waiting, I'll go all 3 cams, run through that, just so you guys can see what's going on. The wind's picking up outside, so I will probably have to open that back up again in the future. It's very near future. I just noticed too that closing that window's actually made a difference to the video quality too. Isn't that amazing? I do have a fan in here too, so I'll end up cranking that up in a minute. I'll do that now. Just get a bit of air movement. You guys can see that hopefully. Yeah, so it's warmed up. It's like about, I would say 20 odd degrees. What's the thermometer say here? 26 degrees. Pardon me, 26 degrees in here. So looking good. So that means that it's increasing in temperature too. Yeah, it's 19.3, so it's meant to be sitting at 18 degrees. I'm talking about the fermentation I'm doing here. But the first time we've had a temperature go above 16, 17 degrees in a week. So it's going back up. I'm going to quickly check my mics to see if there's still half power left in that one. I may have to swap my mic over later. Depends on how long we're going for. How long have we been streaming for? Get off. Get. Go on. What time does it start? 12:30. So we've been going for about, well, it's not 1 o'clock. It's 2:05. We've been going for 2 hours. 12:30, an hour and a half. So it's been going for an hour and a half. We've still got another hour and a half, I think. A bit about that. You know, I try to keep it interesting. It's not always easy to keep it interesting. I don't have a lot of things to talk about. I'm not a big talker. So I'm learning to talk to people I don't know. You know, reality is, hang on, getting pretty windy in Doncaster too. Ah, okay, so we've got a bit of wind coming. Any rain your way? Because it's coming my way. So I'm in Gippsland. So, sorry, Brian's Casual Cosplay just said it's getting very windy in Doncaster too. It normally comes this way, so if it's heavy wind and it's blowing pretty hard, 100 kilometres takes an hour. So if the wind's blowing at 50 kilometres an hour, 2 hours, we have it all. So there you go. How's this going? Looking good, looking good. Still dripping. Let's have a look under there. Right, still got a bit of weight, still got a lot coming out. Okay, we'll just wait a bit longer. I have used the squeeze method before, where I push the grains down. Still pretty sunny here. Yeah, it's pretty sunny here too, mate, yeah. All good, I think we'll be right. I always start doing brews, and in the middle of the bloody thing, it starts raining. It's just terrible lately. Yeah. I'm going to try another beer in a minute, a different kind of beer. I was going to do my coconut one, but the pipe's blocked. It's got coconut all in the pipe, so I'm going to have to get in there and try and flush out the pipe so I can actually get a beer out of it. So I'm going to try a Morgan's. I did a Morgan's one. Now that's not the Morgan's one. I got a Morgan's one. What was the Morgan's one, guys? I'll look it up. I know it's there. It's a good one. Where did my phone go? Yeah. Quickly look it up, see what it was. I got work on my bloody phone, didn't I? It's all sweet and sticky now. I was just worried I was actually putting my PIN number in and thought, you guys are going to see me. Sorry, wife just messaged me. Still streaming, I'm just about to tell her. Here we go. Look, I'm going to look in my channel, my YouTube channel. Anybody said anything yet? Nope. And see what the Morgan's one was that I made. I suppose you can understand that I do that many brews, your videos, that you tend to forget which is which. I do write it on the what do you call it? Keg. Let's see. Yeah, to Toasting Man Cabana, Sunday bi-weekly, open a cleaning pie, going live, making your own Cocoa Cabana. My wife just told me she loved me. I love you too. Here we go. Extract. Just Black Rock Pale Ale extract. Oh, it's a Black Rock. It's not a Morgan's, it's a Black Rock, which is what I'll get now. I'll quickly put some music on while we're waiting, as we did before, and I'll mute my mic because I need to do a wee as well. So bear with me. I'll be back in 2 minutes. That's how quick I am. Test, test. Right, I'm coming back. Oh, hey. Alright, sorry about the music there. I wish I had something better to play. I'll probably look at it in the future and figure it out. Okay, what have we got to say here? Brian's casual cosplay. If you guys are reading the comments, the chat. Oh, I better fix that. It says stop chat. I want to make sure it's a live chat because it doesn't seem to give you everything you need when you have a live chat. Anyway, had a bloody wart splash back on my glasses earlier. Right, pain to clean off. It is, especially, you know, I got the wart on there. So this is probably why you said it, of course. Yeah, definitely. Right pain in the butt, to tell you. But you get a bit of water, it's fine. It's clean enough. It'll do. Won't stick too much. Okay, so what we've got here is a Black Rock Pale Ale extract. Very nice. Someone recommended it to me recently, a while back, and I thought, I haven't tried Black Rock before. I'll give it a go. And mate, it's beautiful. It's got a little bit of a hoppy smell to it. Taste. It smells great. It's really nice. That's not up to temperature yet, so I'll keep it sparging keep it dripping until it's finished. Very, very tasty, smooth, no off flavours. Very, very beer-like. You go to a pub and drink this, and you say, "Yeah, I can do this all day." It's a really good beer. Black Rock, very, very good beers. We'll be doing a lot more of that in the future. Right, now I did have that before, so I'm going to try and squeeze a little bit of this out. Just speed it up a little. And a while back, when I first started brewing, I watched Fast Home Brew, which is a YouTube channel. He's not around. He doesn't post anymore, which is a pity because it was really good fun to watch. He was the first one that I saw actually squeezed his bags, and everybody kept saying, "Don't squeeze your bags. You'll squeeze in all the bitterness from the grains." And I went, "Okay, I won't do it." And for a few brews, I didn't. Then I saw him do it, and he came back and said, "You know, I squeeze all my bags. People have said that. I've never noticed a difference." And then I did some research, talked to a lot of people out there, and they all said the same thing. They don't know why they say not to do it. Maybe the tannins get in there or something like that, but nobody's ever experienced anything bad from doing it. So do it all the time now, and it comes out great. So that's got a lot through. Nearly there. We'll tilt that now because sometimes they like to run in a different direction and the fluid comes out as well. I'll leave that there until the wort gets up to 98 degrees Celsius. Then I'll pull the grain basket out and then I'll bury it in the garden. My daughter doesn't like her dog eating the grains, even though it's very good for her. I do recycle it in the garden, and people have said you can make protein biscuits out of them and products like that, so not a bad idea. Just it's a lot of grain. You get a lot of protein biscuits. What are you going to do with them? Give them to your dog, I suppose. Right, we're going well. Just another. Well, that temperature. The grandfather gauge here. The thing. I know that people have told me already that if your display on the grandfather gets a little like a heat spot on it, they'll change it for you for free. It's not been a problem, but today though, it's actually gotten a lot worse. I've never seen it this bad, to be honest. You're working. Looking good, everything's working out. This one's on a weird angle, so I'll fix that. Oh, the camera's getting warm. We'll balance this out. There we go. Alright. What a day. What a day. Oh, something I need to don't need to talk to you about, but a topic I can talk to you about. Hop plants, growing hops in the backyard. My daughter gave me some East Kent Goldings hops from the nursery, and I threw it in my garden last year in a pot. And it grew like crazy. It actually grew really well. Had no idea how to grow it, and I do know now that you need to trim them before they take off. So basically, you get these long shoots that shoot out. There's 3 or 4 of them that they're like feelers. They feel their way to find out where, I know they're not intelligent, but somehow they work out that they can find structures to attach to grow their main shoots. So apparently you're supposed to cut the offshoots off, the first shoots off, that are feeling out, and then when you cut them off, it generates more energy into the main trunks of the actual vine, and your hops will grow thicker, stronger, and more full. Didn't know that. I think that's true. I've read about it, but I think it's true. I don't know for sure. I'll do more reading, and if it is, I'll let you know. I'm actually going to make a video on it. It's going to take some time to do. It's going to take all winter or summer to grow these and to talk about it at the same time and see how we go with them. Hopefully they come out all right. Looking forward to it. Guys, thank you very much. It's really, really heartwarming to see you guys sticking around and watching me brew. Hope your brews are going well. I'm pretty sure they are. There's a couple of you making a brew now. I think some of you might be finished by now. But yeah, cheers. Oh yeah, hops. Hops would be very interesting. Very interesting. Brian's casual cosplay just commented. This is good. It is. Alright, we're at 87 degrees Celsius. We've still got another 10 degrees to go. It'll get there. Usually when I'm... Oh, maybe that's flickering. Oh, that's right. LED lights. Usually when we're doing beers, every time I do a beer in here, because it's a 15 amp system that I've got running into the shed, I still end up blowing a fuse. Well, no, I don't actually. Sorry, I don't blow a fuse. My power board that I've got at the front door is switched. It's a 10 amp power board. Every now and again, if I run things wrong and I don't watch what I'm doing, I trip the power board. Not the greatest thing to do. It does put out your little heat trip. What do you call it? Tripper? Trip? If you're an electrician, you'll know what I'm talking about. They tend to build up with a carbon film, and after a while they'll stop working. So try not to do it. And today is the first time I've ever brewed here that I haven't actually tripped it out. So really good. Even if I'm running cameras and I'm running the computer, but what I did is charged all my camera batteries up to full before I started doing this, and it kind of made a big difference. There's not as much current being drawn, so that's great. I do have a fan running, so this one here, you can't, you probably can't see it. Yeah, you can, from that camera there. And I thought I'd put an open camera in the shed so you guys can see a full range of what I'm doing. The shed is a bit untidy. It is a small shed. It's a 12 by 8 foot, which is about 2.5 by 3 point whatever meter shed. It's a bit cumbersome. It's a bit small. Alright, what have we got? That one needs to be cleaned. I've rinsed it. Pardon me. Now at the end of the mash, how much wort did I need? Wort. I've learned how to pronounce wort, but it's spelled wort, and I've been corrected, and I have to try and get in my head that it's actually pronounced wort. Wort. Dingbat. What am I doing? Oh, that's right. I got rid of it, did I? No, I didn't. So I'm meant to end with... How much water am I meant to end with here? Mash, sparge, total water is for 31 litres. I haven't ended up with 31 litres though, so maybe I have to add water. What's going on? You can't see what I'm doing, sorry. I wish I could figure out how to share what I'm doing on the screen here. I probably could. Probably next time I do a brew, that'll be the next part I'll share, is the actual screen I'm working on. I can probably share it. Hang on. Bear with me. I've got plenty of time, so why not? Look. I need to add another scene. Where's the mouse? Guys, I'm learning all the time and I'm going as I go. What do we got? I've just put Google screen. I'll call the... Where'd it go? There. I'll call it the Google screen. Let's see if I can actually bring the screen up on... Surely you can do it somewhere. Add display capture. Or do we need display capture or do we need... maybe. Display capture, okay. Oh, that's a bit... You don't want to really automatically do it. Windows 10, no. No, that didn't work. This, how do we... LG TV. Oh my god, it worked! Okay. I'll just put sound on it. Hang on. Bear with me. Audio output capture. Add existing. It's not there. Cancel. I did the wrong one, didn't I? Guys, I'm learning stuff all the time. Audio input capture. Add existing. Whoops. That one. Okay. Let's see if you guys can see what I'm doing now. There you go. And you can hear me too. How about that? So what I'm looking at, and what you guys are looking at the moment, I can't believe I can do this, is the grain farmer recipe I made before doing this brew, and created something so I can actually use the grain father. It's at 91 degrees, by the way. OG 1.067, it's supposed to be at. The final gravity is 1.010. ABV 7%. It's not supposed to be 7%. I never even looked at that before. Anyway, it's fattening. Batch size 21 litres, 22 litre losses. You lose that when you pull the grains out. And it says mash efficiency 80%. So, and you can see down here on the right hand side the sparge water and volumes. So hopefully, yeah, check this out. Look, so fermentation 35 degrees for 6 days. I'll take the advice of some. I don't think I'll get it to 35 degrees, to be honest. I'll try it 30 degrees. Being Kevaic, it can handle it. Well, it's actually made for that, so we'll try it. And 15 degrees for 2 days. That is when we do dry hopping. So we'll end up dry hopping at day 6 and dropping the temperature down to 15 degrees. I think we drop the temperature down to 15 first, then we dry hop. That's what I'll probably try and do. Wow, okay. We're at 92 degrees Celsius, guys. Good thing about grain farmer though, they did recreate this. I did my salts. I can probably show you actually. Now I've got this up here. Did my salts. I go into edit, and in the edit section you can actually go into. Here we go. The recipe is private at the moment. If you guys want to copy what this is, you can. It's fine. It's not. These are all the grains that have been used. We've got Simcoe, Mosaic, Simcoe, Mosaic. Why have I got... Hang on. Why have I got Galaxy in there? I've got 25 grams of Galaxy. And that's not on the recipe. Hello? What's going on? Let me... Hang on. Now I'm intrigued. Let me go into brew farmer. Go on the brew farmer site. We'll check out their website. Check out their recipe, the direct recipe. Oh, as well, while we're here, you can still see what's going on. Yeah. Oh, it's 24 degrees outside. There you go. To tie a record. Down. There it is. So Simcoe, Mosaic, Simcoe. There's no. I can't see any. I reckon they've made a mistake. They've just thrown in a bucket load of hops in there and not checked what they're doing. Well, I'll be buggered. So I've got to 25 grams of Galaxy that I'm not going to use. I've got a heap of Simcoe, of course. Simcoe. Sorry, I'm going through all the bits I've got here. Simcoe. So what's that? 25, 50, 75, 100. 125. Another Galaxy. I know that you can replace Galaxy with other products, so I'd say Simcoe. It'll be a dry hop, I reckon. Simcoe. So we've got 200 grams of Simcoe so far. Another Galaxy. We've got 100 grams of Galaxy and 235. Okay, so what they've done, what I can tell, is they've substituted Simcoe. They're all Simcoe except for the one they're substituted with. So they've substituted Mosaic with Galaxy, which is fairly similar. So I understand that. So they don't tell you this. They should write that down, saying they substituted it for it. I didn't notice that until now. So I realise now that the Simcoe that we're putting in, and which is a 60-minute boil, at 20 minutes we're going to put Mosaic, which will be Galaxy, and Simcoe. I'm glad I read that, so lucky. Well, that's interesting. I'm able to share that screen to you. This is the Grandfather, back to the Grandfather one. This is one I'm working off because I haven't got the other one. 1 packets. There's nothing else to really talk about except for the fermentation at the end. So duration 2 days. Step 2. Okay, step 1, 6 days, 2 days. Okay, so we're going to cold crash it at 1 degree in after 3 days, for 3 days to get it cleared out, and it should work a treat. Anyway, we're at 96 degrees Celsius. I think this is really pretty much stopped dripping. Yeah, it has basically. We're looking at, I think there's about 27 litres of fluid in there, so I think we're all right. I'll just quickly grab a bucket. Whew, that stinks. I'll just put this, oh, you know what, you can't see, can you? Hang on, I'll get you back to the normal video. Holy crap, where are we? 2 cans? Maybe 3 cans. Yeah, we'll go 3 cans, that way you can see a little bit of what I'm doing. Okay, so what I'm doing is, I've got a lid. This is a lid, oh, I can't see it. This is a lid off a, what do you call that thing? It's called a thing, alright? This is a lid off a stainless steel pot that I used to use for brewing with. Still use it for storing stuff in, it's been pretty good. I'm just going to pop this on top of that lid so anything that's dripping off will keep dripping. Probably not going to be much. And I'll, no, it's not dripping much, I've taken it. It's alright, I've taken it out, it's all good. Someone's mowing the lawn now, so I'll just drop that there. So we're looking at the boil coming up. Okay, I need a spoon. I want to see how much fluid we've got in here. So we've got 26 litres. Okay, 26 litres. I don't know what it was meant to have, but we're going to boil out 5 litres, so it's not bad at all. Alright, can you see what I'm doing here? I think I'll go to the 2 camera, actually I'll go to the single camera one now, for the down shot for the overhead. There you go. It's going to flicker a little bit for a sec while it adjusts itself to the LED lights. So there you go. So this foam of course is going to start building. As soon as it starts boiling, I'm going to drop the first 60-minute addition of hops, which is Simcoe. The Simcoe, it's only 11.1 grams of Simcoe, so I'd say they just needed a bit of bitterness to go through. We'll go from there. I hope I'm keeping this interesting enough for you guys. It's really difficult to figure out what to do. I'm glad I can share that page now, so that's really good. Learning bit by bit, like I've said. We'll close that. Brian's casual, very interesting. Yeah, thank you. So you guys have been quiet on the chat there, so that's all right. So we're looking at 98 degrees Celsius. It looks like the little heating gauge on the side of my boiler is starting to disappear. Might have to give grandfather a bit of a call and see what the go is. See if they've got a solution for it. I don't think they're going to give me a new one now. It's been a long time. I've had this for nearly 3 years now. So now I like to stir this at this point just to keep the foam down. Here we go, starting to boil now. Settle down, camera. That's it. Settle down. Don't need to be flickering. Keep our eye on it for a sec. It'll beep at me in a minute and tell me to put the hop addition in once it gets to 100 degrees Celsius. Now I found out too, you can, depends on what part of the world you are. If you're in the mountains, water boils at a lower temperature. So if you're up in the Himalayas, let's say, 300 meters above sea level, your water will boil at like 97, 96, 95 degrees Celsius. So wouldn't it be so much better? But the problem is the temperature up there is much lower. So it'd probably take just as long to boil. Just no different really. But you got to keep your eye on it because it says 97 degrees. It's boiling already. That's all got to do with pressure. Yep, thank you. Oh, drop back to 99, back to 99, back to 100. Yeah, okay, stop beeping. All right. Boil reach. Press to start boil timer. Hang on, not yet. I'm gonna let it get a bit more vigorous first. Right, so I'm starting to cloud over here in town. It's, yeah, the wind sort of picked up. Which way is it? Which way are the clouds moving? Oh, they're going towards east Victoria. So all right, the boil is pretty vigorous enough for me anyway. So I'll press the set button, add 60-minute addition. So there's my hops. I'll just pop that on to the little bloke here, and that'll just boil. Okay, calm down. Now the hops are in. Just put that in a bit more. Just floating a little bit. Hopefully that'll be right. Looks like the hops are in nicely, so you can probably see it there. They're starting to expand now, so the hop pellets are expanding. There you go. So now, there we go. It's really expanded now. Okay, we'll let them boil away in there. There'll be a hot bit in this anyway, and I'll just keep an eye on it. Make sure that the it doesn't do a boil over. I will open this window again. I've got a window, my shed window. It's not flickering. Just to let the air through, and I'm gonna be out here. Oh, so all these things I've done on my computer to try and share what I'm doing with you guys, I hope works out for you. I hope it, next time I do a stream, it'll be more accurate and a bit more informative, I guess. Yeah, so far the internet stayed connected. It's really good. So we've been at it for, what time is it now? 12:35, 2:35. 2 hours we've been at it. 2:30, 2:35, yeah. Which is great. Everything's going very nicely. Thank you. There you go. It's nice and vigorous now. We're on it. I'm going to go back to the 2 cams one. I'm going to adjust a few things on the 2 cams one before I do go to that. So just watch that boil for me, will you? While I fix up the 2 cams one and just get a bit more, what you call it? I get a bit more zoom on the 2 cams one. It just helps to see. Alt. I'm a bit quiet at the moment, sorry. Shouldn't be, should I? But I am, alright? Calm your farm, you say. There you go. So, just zoomed up. So you can see me now and the two cams. The boil happened at the same time. So, what are you going to do? I'm just going to sit here, be boring. I've got an hour to go now. Like I said, in 40 minutes, sorry, we're going to add another, what did I say, 70 grams of hops, which will be Galaxy. Get back in there to see what the Galaxy is. So we'll check that. Okay, back to Google Stream. Zoom, you can see the chat there, guys. You can see the chat. Look at that. I'll get down to the Google. Yeah. Go into the Google. We'll get into Google. Okay. What did I say? With 11.1 grams of hot pellets at 60 minutes. 30 grams. Is that right? Have I done that right? I have not done that right. Mosaic at 20 minutes. And we need Simcoe and Mosaic at 20 minutes. So 20 minutes of 70 grams of Simcoe. Did I write that in? Simcoe. 70, there it is, at 20 minutes. Oh, there they are. I'm an idiot. So I think I might just measure that out now. Do my, where's my scale? I'd like to thank, again, Paul, for giving me this scale. You guys can see what I've got there. Yep. Really appreciate it. This is something that's really become a handy thing. We've got grams, we're on grams. So we need... This is, well, it says 70 grams, so I've got 25. We need 25. That's 50. That's 75. Really, is 5 grams going to make a huge difference? Should I use 5 grams? Or should I? No, I'll follow the recipe. There's obviously a reason why they did 70 grams, not 75. I know. So far, I'm lucky. Nothing has to be sanitized yet, so I mean we're clean. That's a good thing. All right. Well, actually, I only need to measure out 20 grams because the rest of it we know is 25 already. Isn't that right? Nope. You got there. 15, 17, 19. I lost one! 19. God, I love these scales. How easy is this? Thank you, Paul. Much appreciated. 8, 2. Okay, that's 20 grams of Galaxy. So that makes, if I use 2 packets and what I've just measured, that's 70 grams. What do I do with it? Pop that in there anyway. It's a seal pack. So that will go in with this. No, I'll put it in this one. Oh, should I just pour it in there? Nah, pour it in here, it's easier. Got to, why not? Alright. Just doing the, like I said, I'm doing it. Like I was saying, there's meant to be 70 grams of... hang on, I got that wrong. 70 grams of Simcoe. 30 grams of Mosaic, which is substituted with Galaxy. So I'll actually have to measure out another 5 grams. I'll pour this in. Lucky I read it. Oh my God, this is how I do things wrong. This is how I stuff stuff up. So that is Galaxy. That's 25 grams of Galaxy. We need 5 more grams of Galaxy. My God, how terrible. 3, 4, 1 more. Whoop. One more. That's it. So that makes 30 grams of Galaxy, which is to replace Mosaic. That can go over here because we're not using that. And then Simcoe is 70 grams. Lucky I read it. Let's pop that there for a sec. Mosaic, 30 grams, which is Galaxy. Simcoe is 70 grams. Now I'm repeating myself because I double check, triple check, you know. So I need 20 grams of this one. Pardon me. Oh, what? No, it doesn't matter. 15, 12, 7, 18, 19, 20, whoop! Couple more. Now, 20.3, what are you going to do? That gives me 20 grams of Simcoe. And, no, we need Simcoe. And we need another 50 grams of Simcoe as well. So I'll just pop that in as well. It's very citrusy, Simcoe. Very citrusy. I'm doing this, this is for the 20 minutes to end a boil. So that's 70 grams of Simcoe whacked in there. Just quickly just tie a knot, just a loose knot, just so we don't lose it. And the rest of this is used, I've got to check the recipe again, you guys can see that. Sorry, I've just realised I've left the recipe up there again. Pallet dry hop, the rest of it's dry hopping, so we don't need to do any more additions to that. So I'll get you back to the 2-cam. Main camera, all 3 cams overhead. Movable cam, 2 cams, there we go. Sorry about that, I forgot to change it back over. This is something I need to learn to do. Basically, I've been measuring out on the scales here. Measured out 70 grams of Simcoe and 30 grams of Galaxy hops. And the rest of these ones will be used in the dry hopping stage. Simcoe. There's one there. So I pop all this in the fridge. We're going to use in 6 days' time. I'm not going to freeze them. I'll just throw it in my kegerator in the house, and they will sit there for 6 days until we get to use it again. So I'll pop that in there, and now I'll just do some cleaning up while I'm waiting for everything to finish. So rubbish. A fair few hops. That's another bit of rubbish. Apparently I'm supposed to cook dinner tonight too. I don't know if I will. A little bit left in there. Quickly tip that in. Just what was left in the bottom of that. Pop that outside for now. And because I added salts to that, it's going to make it, or kind of create a corrosion spot on the actual base. I like to give it a rinse of just fresh water and then dry it out to make sure it's dry before I put it away. At the moment, where it's stored is down underneath the bench over here. And I can't show you, but there's things in the way, so I've got to wait for those to be moved out of the way until I can do it. Still got my fermenter right in here. You guys getting bored yet? I mean, I like to brew, so to me it's just fun. That's a good beer. Well, we've got 48 minutes. It's been going for 48 minutes. Hops that are in there have been doing their job really well, actually. There's a few grains and bits in it. It's amazing how much gets through, regardless. Really, it really is. I didn't have any overflow or anything like that, so it's weird. It should boil down to hopefully 21 litres. It worries me a bit. That smells pretty good. That cable's touching it. I probably shouldn't be doing that. Just move it out of the way a bit. Pardon me. Smells pretty good. Okay, well, while I'm waiting for that all to do its job, I'll put this over here. I'm just going to wash all my dishes, clean everything up, put things away and just get everything tidy again so I can actually keep moving, keep doing stuff. That's dishes. Where's the dishes here? Got a gravity reading, salts. How many bars you got? 2 bars. How many of you got? 4 bars. You're good. What I'm doing is checking the cameras to seeing if they've got enough power still in them. I'm using battery backups on them. That's what I was going to talk to you about. In the near future, I'm going to invest in a little bit into off-grid. Try and turn this shed into an off-grid system. I have access to solar panels for where I work and controllers and everything else, so I can get everything at pretty much cost price, almost. You know, get reps to help me out. Thinking about putting some solar panels on the roof of this place, all across. I want to try maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 on this end, and maybe 2 over this side where the sun still gets to. Where am I looking? And then hook it up to a battery system that I might leave outside in a case or a container. Excuse me, someone at the door. Oh, just bear with me. Someone at the door. I'll just have to quickly go and have a look and see who it is. False alarm. The dog's just barking at nothing. Oh, you coming out? Good boy. Come on. Can we come inside and say hello? They might not be able to see you. Good. Come on, inside. Come on. I'll turn the music off. Hang on. Hello. Here he is. You guys can't see him. Well, you're in the wrong spot there, mate. Hang on. I'll just turn the camera. This is who I'm talking to. This bloke. Cricks. Come here. I'm not ignoring you, mate. This is Cricks. See? Come over here so they can see. Come over here. Don't be scared. It's all right. It's all right. What are you crying for? Hey? You boy. Anyway, that's Cricks. He's a family member who likes to bark his head off. And when he barks, normally there's a good reason for him to bark. And that's why I quickly ran off to make sure everything was okay. All right, let's see how you guys are going, if you're still there chatting. Rob Lee, we all are you. We all are you, MT, have all our interest. Oh, we all are you, mate. Mate. Sorry, mate. I'm trying to decipher what you wrote here. Rob Lee, sorry, mate. We all are. You, mate, have all our interests. I get it now. Rob Lee, we all are quiet. We all are quiet. Oh, yeah, you are quiet. Yeah. Brian's Kosher Cosplay, I've had a deal with a snake enclosure. What I miss? What? Snake enclosure. Okay. You didn't miss much. I decided that we didn't have the right hops here. They supplied us with Galaxy instead of Mosaic, and I had to use Galaxy instead of Mosaic. So they've substituted Mosaic with Galaxy. Didn't tell me about it. I just discovered it. It'd be good if you had a bit of a heads up. You know, hi Pierre. We couldn't supply with Galaxy. We couldn't supply with Mosaic. Here's Galaxy to substitute that flavour for you. Cheers. That's all we need. Nothing. Not even a thing. But anyway, customer service these days, mate. It's just gone. Doesn't matter who you go to. Every company's the same. Yeah, I don't know. I work in customer service, and 10 years ago, I used to order stuff from a factory, let's say, to stock the shop. And you'd, let's say, order five hoses, let's say, 5 hoses of the same type. Anyway, sometimes you'll fat finger and go 50 hoses accidentally. Now, all companies used to ring you and say, hey, mate, you got 50 hoses here. You sure you want 50 hoses? And you go, oh, my God, mate, I fat fingered it. Sorry. I really appreciate you ringing me back. These days, nothing like it. They send you to 50 hoses. It's just ridiculous. There's no customer service at all. Brian's Casual Cosplay. Good pupper. Yeah, he's a beautiful dog, actually. Yeah, it is a bit dodgy. Brian's Casual Cosplay, that's what they're like. That's what life's like. And yeah, are you talking about the hops? Sorry, I realise there's a delay. I keep forgetting that. Just passed on all the MREPs, Brian, laces and carpets. All MREPs, Brian, laces and carpets. Oh, okay. So, Rob Lee, you, so you got the same sort of situation as well, basically. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? But that's how the world is. I reckon it's changed since COVID hit. Customer service has disappeared. Yeah, just how it is. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just reading the comments. Sorry, guys. They're not really something I need to just talk to you about. You guys are reading them anyway. All right, so I'll do these dishes. We've got, what about 10, 41. We're 20 minutes before we can add the next lot of hops. So I'll just clean my dishes, get everything ready. Just clean up a little bit. Make more room for me to work around here. So I'll work that out. Well, that wind's picking right up now. Oh. Oh! Bloody hell. You guys probably saw that. Idiot. You didn't see anything. Alright. Pop the plug in. I'm only going to rinse stuff. I'm not going to actually wash them. I'm going to just rinse them. Most of the stuff, because it's not actually dirty. It's just got stuff on it. I can get it all off just by rinsing. You can't see me work. Oh, you probably can in that camera. So I'll just go on the movable cam, what I call the movable cam. So you can see where I'm at and what I'm doing. That's better. Because what's the point of watching a video if you can't even see what the guy's doing? Okay. Earwigs are coming back. I just killed one then. I did some things like, I don't know if you guys know Bitter Reality Brewing. Mike from Bitter Reality Brewing. Now I've had 3 beers, so it's probably enough for me to go get you a little bit pissed. Yeah, so Brian, Mike from Bitter Reality Brewing has offered me a lot of advice in the past, helped me out massively, and he is a very high upcoming brewer, very professional, or professional-ish. He's a ex-radio announcer anyway, so he's actually had experience in talking, and he can talk, and he can talk well. He's got a very good gift of the gab, basically. So he's put me onto a lot of things. He turned up in the scene probably a couple of years after I did, and he's doing very, very well on YouTube for brewing. and I think he'll do well even if he wasn't brewing, to be honest. A very honest guy. Check him out, pretty good. Now I can't even remember what I was going to talk about in the first place, where that was going to. He got me onto the sink, that's what it was. He basically gave me the idea to put a sink in my shed. He didn't do it on purpose, he just shared a video of him getting a new brew house, which is in his new house in Florida, or it was Florida, but he's in Florida anyway. He's in that part of the world. Yeah. He gave me the idea to do all this. Now I've got a better brew life, and things are a little bit easier now for me to do because of his ideas. And like I said, you guys have great ideas too, so I'm glad to share that. I'm glad you guys are sharing it with me, and yeah, it works really well. It's really good. Still got 13 minutes before we can add the next bit of hops in, so we'll just keep doing this. I'll keep my eye on it. Glass. And once I washed that, now it fell into the bloody fermenter. What is that? It's a boiler. My glass I don't need to wash. That's it, I think. We'll get this clean and put it aside. It's about 5 litres, 6, 7, oh yeah, we're looking at 10 litres going in. It's cold water, I'm not using hot water. That's just how it is. Sorry guys, I've got to go to the toilet. So, I thought I did too much beer. I will top up my glass. I should find a different song for you guys. New words. Let me see if I can find. What have we got? What's that? Cheers. Okay, add something to this. What I'm trying to do is actually find some music to play in the background while I'm away. Well, here's one. Try this one. This one, guys. Sorry, I apologise right now. This is one I had made for my wife. I'll be back.
Birthday party took half a year for me to stop being shy. I still feel lucky. Now time has gone by. Our babies have all grown up. The best thing in my life is still the fire of our love. I wanted to say I love you more every day. Let me sweep you off your feet. After all of these years, just having you near is still all I need. Your thick curly hair, just part of your beautiful self. I still stop and stare. You're the water in my well. When your temper flares, I always know what to do. So you know I care. Nothing we can't make it through. Donna, I wanted to say I love you more every day. Let me sweep you off your feet. Donna, I wanted to say I love you more every day. Let me sweep you off your feet.
Did you like that? I had that written for her 53rd birthday. This year I just gave her a voucher because I don't think she appreciated the song at all, really. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyway, I've had my pee. I'm happy. Hopefully you guys didn't hear me. You don't want to hear me. The beer is getting there. The wort is getting there. We look like we've got 32 minutes. I don't know if you guys can see the timer on there. It looks purple here in my eyes, but it looks blue on the screen. That's quite weird. It says 32 minutes. Upside down for you guys. Yeah. Let's have a look. Good song. Brian's Casual Cosplay. Yeah, it wasn't bad. I was very happy with it. It wasn't, highly professional. It was never going to be a hit song of any kind, but it was emotional. I wrote the lyrics and the guy sang it. So it worked out well. Worked out really well, I thought. And her name is Donna. So there you go. You guys know way too much about me now. Alright, everything's still streaming along nicely. Thank you very much. Okay, what we got? Yes, Tristis and Lacey's Coastals. Great Northern Kit. Yeast is kicked with this Great Northern Kit, so I'm happy. Hang on. Oh, so you've added your yeast. I was going to say, your yeast can't be already fermenting, can it? Brian's Casual Cosplay. You just made it, didn't you? I mean, I know it does kick off almost immediately. Sometimes I've had it go half an hour after I pitched it. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to try and, every time I do these kind of streams, I'm going to try and mix it up. So try and make it interesting. Bit by bit, slowly but slowly, we're going to make it better. This channel is all about brewing. Again, I keep saying I'm very sentimental about it. I really like doing it. I really like doing it. Yeah, so, cool. Anyway, shut up, because I've just talked about that, and I don't need to talk about it again. You guys can see the brewing, and I'll just keep washing the dishes while you're lamenting on what I just did. Yeah, sorry about the noise. I am just washing dishes. But as I've said in my videos in the past, it probably pays to clean up as you go. When you get to the end, you don't have so much work to do. Most of the time you're just sitting around waiting for something to happen anyway. So why not? Actually, this is something my wife taught me. When I cook dinner, always clean everything you use. Oh, what the hell's in that? All the grains are inside the, all the grains are inside this tube here, and I just tipped them all out and thought it was something pretty bad, but it's just the grains. Bloody hell. The other thing I've got to do is rinse that Brewzilla, or the boiler out. Well, it's a Brewzilla really. It's just a boiler that they use as well, so, pardon me. That's better. So I'll let that happen. This has gone down to 24 litres, so we've still got another 3 litres to boil out to get to 21, so it's going to be very sweet. What do we got? We need to, all 3 cans, we'll go fade that through. Excuse me. I'm going to quickly go outside and rinse that pot out and dry it out with a towel. Bring that back in so it dries, because it looks like we've got a bit of rain coming soon. I didn't think it was going to, but it looks like it is. The other thing I'm going to do is try and find another song for you to listen to, because I am going to wander off again. Got to make it some sort of, got to make it worthwhile somewhat, here, there, and everywhere, you know. something happened. Make you see. Okay, something, let me do it now. Something's gone wrong. Where's mouse? Why is mouse doing that? Oh, there we go. Music, pictures, videos. I could probably put a video on. Take one. I can. I do think out loud a bit. You can see me. Oh, okay, sorry. Computer's cracking at me because I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Okay, I guess I can see what's going on. Operating system. There should be, actually I do have some music I can actually share with you. I will download it. YouTube. You guys can hear that, can't you? Maybe not. Well, can if you want. Just trying to find a track. Well, that's loud. Alright, to the sun and back. Rock. Ah, I like this song. You gonna download or what? Alright, so what I'm doing is just trying to find a song to play for you guys while I'm wandering off, because I've got to wander off a couple of times in the next couple of 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Well, we've got 25 minutes. We're about 5 minutes away from adding our new hop. Okay, I just realised these are all songs I starred that I like. That's why.